Welcome back to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we'll be talking about a collaboration done with CDG, or COMME DES GARCONS, and Nike on the Nike Terminator, and this comes in the black and white colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about a collaboration done with CDG on the Nike Terminator. This is actually the first time we have covered this silhouette on the channel, so super excited to go through this overview, then jump into size and fit on these, followed by how I styled them, and then we will conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So let's jump right into the overview. For those of you who saw the cutest little advertisement going on for these, I fell in love with the elephants. I don't know what it is, elephants and sneakers. Such a great random combination to market, but hey, they got me. Here we have it. Got them right in front of me. But this sneaker did release in other colorways. There was a navy color scheme, a red color scheme. I personally just felt like the black and white was kind of something I was more drawn to, just because I feel like, of course, this is kind of similar to the Panda Dunk in that color blocking. So again, if you're somebody who loves the Panda Dunk, but you want to kind of just go a different direction than everyone else and wear something different, this I think is something you should look into, just because the quality of these, again, is just on another level. One of those sneakers that you do have to have in hand. COMME DES GARCONS does do typically lots of different collaborations with Nike throughout the year. So really interesting to see that they actually took on a sneaker from 1985 that we don't really see too often. I personally have not really loved the Terminator, just because the quality of the leather and the comfort just hasn't been up to par with the Air Jordan 1 highs. So as far as like picking between the two, I've always gone in that direction. But I'm super excited that I was able to get these, just because the comfort is actually just so different from your generic general release version of these. So for those of you who don't really know too much of the history on these were released in 1985, the same year as the Dunk, as well as the Air Jordan 1. This was basically the first signature college sneaker, which I was trying to think about. I was like, oh, I guess there weren't so many signature college sneakers back in the 80s. Nike was the first to have one. And it was basically worn by the Hoyas, so the Georgetown Hoyas, Patrick Ewing's team. And you're probably asking, how did Nike get a sneaker for a team back in the day? And that is because John Thompson was actually a consultant for Nike at the time, and he later actually joined the board of directors. So really cool to see kind of how Nike got in with a sports team, specifically in college, just because, you know, as a college athlete, it's weird to even think about like not actually having a sponsorship, just because it's a given when you go to your college. You know what brand you're going to be representing when you sign up for that team or decide to select whichever college, you know what your sponsorship will be. So interesting little background. This is just a really beautifully color palette colored sneaker. I mean, it's very simplified with the white leather on the front and nice leather texture on the toe box here. This is actually just a really different leather than I felt on a lot of Nike shoes. You can just tell that they definitely spent a lot more money in the materials on this. You'll see the black hitting the eyelets. White laces are laced up with this. Do believe actually that there is another lace in here. So this does come with a secondary lace option, so you do get black if you're not filling the white laces. We've got Nike in black here, and the tongue is completely covered in that tumbled leather. So again, you're getting just really lots of leather that's covering pretty much the majority of this sneaker. All right, let's take a look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. Wrapping around to the side panels, we've got the black overlays, white underlays, and I would say one of the coolest parts about the sneaker is definitely on the heel. So when we flip this to the back, you'll see that we've got these big bold letters for Nike and CDG on the back. A nice leather pull tab in white and black on the top of the heel here. Again, just a lot of different qualities that you can tell are making the sneaker a more upscale, more luxurious sneaker. And especially when you look on the interior is completely covered in leather from the insole to the collar. The collar is extremely comfortable with this tumbled leather. It's very squishy. And again, that COMME DES GARCONS and Nike logo are present on the interior. As we work our way to the bottom of the sneaker, we have just a simplified white midsole and black outsole to complete the sneaker. All right, let's take a look at those last and final details. As far as size and fit goes, I would say actually just go true to size on these. I went with a size 8 thinking that these would run extremely large or extremely small, the opposite. These actually definitely are giving me a little bit of extra space in comparison to the Air Jordan 1 High. Because this silhouette is so similar to that, I decided to go half a size up just to be safe, but I would say sticking true to size would be okay on this one. All right, so now let's jump into how I style this black and white color combination. For this look, I decided to go with an all black look. So I wore some nice, simple black wide with pants with a cropped ribbed black tee. 11 extra dressy look. So I wore this mini dress with this red tone. I think that black and white goes so well with red tones. For this look, I wanted to bring black and white into the mix, so I decided to go with this really cool printed sweater that's black and white with a nice pleated black skirt, and it gives it more of a dressier feel.
Turn cold, lost control. Looking at this beautiful distraction. Fell in love with a fatal attraction. I really let my guard down, now relaxing. Why did I open up? She taking way too much. Put in my all and got nothing back. I'm feeling so ashamed. I fell into your game. Why you gotta do me like that? Don't say you love me, then go and leave me. It can't get ugly. Trust and believe me. Say it to myself. Look so deceiving. Trying to fight back this far from easy. I've seen your hands. Delilah, don't you know my I've seen your hands.
Now let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So your standard typical silhouette for the Nike Terminator, by the way, runs around $135. This again is higher quality, so it went for $235, and currently, depending on your size range, these are going on the resale market from $240 on the lower end to $400 on the higher end. All right, everyone, that is it for this unboxing and review. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We'll catch you all next episode.